We'll have monster trucks, games and rides, and of course, balloons. All this and much, much more next on Cablevision's Neighborhood Journal.
Hello and welcome to this very special edition of Cablevision's Neighborhood Journal. This August, the Metro New York Balloon and Music Festival at Brookhaven's Calabro Airport returned to Long Island, and Journal was there to catch it all. It's a spectacular 3-day weekend filled with balloons, music, food, games, and a whole lot more.
We're having a music and balloon festival. Remax of New York is the producer of this festival. People have been asking us for years to bring it back. It hasn't been in Brookhaven for about 6 or 7 years. So it's okay, let's give it a shot. A lot of what we're doing here today is to raise money for charity for the Susie G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation as well as the Children's Miracle Network. So as you can see, we have something for everyone. We have a circus, we have a carnival, we have the balloons. So it's going to be a fun family day and weekend for everyone here on Long Island. Remax of New York is all about families, not just selling houses. Because we like to make people happy. That's our job. We decided after a lot of requests to really put this thing together, and that's really why we're doing it. We're here from 5 in the morning till 11 o'clock at night, but just the response from people, and people are saying that they're grateful, they're happy to see the balloons back, makes us feel good. So we're going to have a good time doing it. An event like this really takes at least a year to plan. There's a lot of approvals that you have to go through with the local government, the health department, the police department. So, you can just see from the amount of traffic that's around, which is a good thing. It means people want to come here. There's a tremendous amount of planning, booking the acts, arranging for the food vendors, bringing in the arts and crafts people. So it's a lot of work, a lot of coordination, but we have a tremendous staff that we've been able to build in the last year. The balloons, people are fascinated by them. And we have over 50 balloons. We have probably the largest number of special shaped balloons that you're going to find.
The whole event is great, and it's been too long since we've had one. And I'm enjoying the fact that it's back now. It's great.
So are you having a good time today at the Balloon Festival?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's terrific. I'm having a great time. I get to see all the stuff. I went up on a balloon. I went about 200 feet up. Yeah, so it was really enjoyable.
It wouldn't be a balloon festival without one key element, the hot air balloon. And we're taking you up in the sky. How long have you been piloting hot air balloons for?
25 years. In the mid-70s, my dad started flying. I was a kid, and I just got into it. Been doing it ever since. I do a lot of things for promotional things for banks, festivals, state fairs. I travel all over the country. I'm on the road about 35 weeks a year doing different events all over the country. We've got a real camaraderie with all the other balloons around the country, and we get to see each other at different events. So it's kind of a big family. We all see each other. So it's a good time. We fly at an average altitude of between, on a flight, about treetop to 3,000 feet. I've done a lot of crazy things, but strapping myself to a lawn chair with a bunch of helium balloons, well, that's some gutsy stuff.
It's something I always thought of doing as a kid, and I finally decided to see whether this could be done safely, which it can. So you're kind of watching the wind and making sure that you'll be able to land somewhere. I have these knives, and I cut away the balloons, and that's how I control it. If I need to go back up, I have these bottles of water, and I can release some of the water, and I become lighter and go back up.
This was not my idea. I don't know how this happened, but apparently I'm going up. Oh my God! Wow. Oh my goodness. I was scared, but that was so worth it. Like, when am I ever going to do anything like that ever again? I'm freaking out.
Despite the bad wind, the balloons still went up this year, but they had to be tethered to the ground. It is the safest to launch hot air balloons when the surface winds are less than 6 to 8 miles per hour. The best time to launch the balloons is while the air is still cool or cooling down, when winds are the calmest. That's 1 hour after sunrise and 1 hour prior to sunset. Now it's time for Question of the Week with our good old friend Bob. Rumor is he's got a balloon question for us, so let's see how smart you really are.
The year is 1793, and French brothers Joseph and Jacques Montgolfier's hot air balloon takes to the sky, ushering in the age of ballooning and man's first step at conquering the sky. Following the Second World War, interest in ballooning fell, as most launches were done in the name of science, carrying instruments higher and higher into the sky. Ballooning saw a renaissance in the late 70s, early 80s, partly due to a number of historic flights. The first Atlantic crossing, first Pacific crossing, first solo transatlantic flight, and many more. In March of 1999, Bertrand Piccard and Brian Jones took to the sky over Switzerland, the start of a journey that would last 20 days and write their names in the record book. What were Piccard and Jones, the first balloonists, to do?
Do you have a story idea we just have to cover? All you have to do is write the journal through. Now don't go anywhere, there's still plenty more from the Metro New York Balloon and Music Festival.